Americans just voted real estate their favorite investment, again. Here's the problem. Over the last 20 years, $100,000 in the S&P 500 grew to roughly $672,000. That same $100,000 in the average American home? About $250,000. America's favorite investment lost to the boring one by $422,000. Let me show you the actual math. Picture your friend Jake. He's 27, saved up $40,000, and everyone, his parents, his barber, his group chat, is telling him the same thing: buy property, that's real wealth. A new USA Today report confirms most Americans agree. Real estate beats stocks, gold, and crypto in the popularity contest every single year. But popularity and performance are two completely different things. Today I'm running the real numbers, showing you why this gap exists, and giving you one exact action step you can do in 4 minutes. So why does everyone love real estate? Because you can touch it. You drive past a house and it feels safe. A stock is just a number on your phone. But feelings aren't returns. Here's the mechanism, no jargon: a house is like a single tree. It grows, sure, but it only grows as fast as one tree can. Historically, U.S. home prices appreciate around 4.7% per year. The S&P 500 isn't one tree, it's owning a slice of the 500 biggest forests in America. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, companies that reinvest profits, buy back shares, and compound. That's why it averages about 10% per year over the long run. A house just sits there. A business works while you sleep. And here's the part nobody mentions at the barbecue: the house numbers get worse when you look closer. That 4.7% home appreciation? It's before property taxes, roughly 1% per year. Before maintenance, another 1% per year. Before insurance, closing costs, and the 5 to 6% you pay an agent when you sell. Meanwhile, an S&P 500 index fund like VOO charges 0.03% per year. That's it. 3 cents on every $100. This isn't never buy a home you live in is shelter, and shelter has value. This is about where your investing dollars should go first when you're building your first $10,000 to $100,000. Let's run your math. This is the money intel verification. Take $100,000 growing 20 years. S&P 500 at 10%, $100,000 times 1.10 to the 20th power equals $672,750. Home at 4.7%, $100,000 times 1.047 to the 20th equals $250,600. Gap, $422,150. Don't have $100,000? Fine. Say you're 28 and invest $300 a month for 30 years. At 10% in an index fund, that's roughly $678,000 by 58. The same $300 a month compounding at real estate level 4.7%? About $236,000. Same money, same discipline, same 30 years, a $442,000 difference. That's not a rounding error. That's a paid-off retirement. Here's your one action step. Go to Fidelity.com or the Fidelity app, open a free brokerage account, search VOO. That's the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, buy $50 worth using fractional shares, then tap recurring investment and set $200 a month. Automatic. Done in under 4 minutes, and you now own a piece of the 500 biggest companies in America. That's it, one idea, real math, one action. Subscribe for one money idea every single day, and drop your money question in the comments. I read every one. See you tomorrow.